Hello, my name is Roger Lear, and I'm the president of OrlandoJobs.com. And I am here today to tell you all about how you can get prepared for the largest job fair actually at the Amway Center coming up this Friday, November 18th, right down at the Amway Center. This is about not only things that you need to do and know about the job fair, but also hopefully to give you some very good advice on how to make the most out of your day. I've been in the employment business for over 25 years here in Central Florida. Seen so many mistakes made by job seekers with great skills. Job seekers taking jobs, but not the job that they really want, and things like that. And I really want you to pay attention to some of the things I'm going to tell you today, because they're a little bit different than you always hear, but they're real, and I think they'll really help you out. Anyway, when you get down to the job fair, you will know that the job fair is actually free parking. So it is sponsored by Hilton Grand Vacations. They have a lot of great jobs, and they'll have a booth up there. Stop by and say hi to them. But free parking in the Geico garage. And when you get there, just go ahead and park, pull right on in. And what you'll do in the entire event, we have our folks that will be in orange shirts. So if you have any questions, but they'll direct you not only from the garage, but once you get into the Amway Center, they'll direct you up to the hall. So we're all 100, and there'll be around 106 different employers up there for you to be with. I know that a lot of you signed up on Eventbrite, and that is fantastic. I just don't want you to worry about bringing this ticket if you don't have it. It's recommended, but you don't need it. Really, so we can communicate to you and know, kind of get an idea how many people are coming and stuff like that. When you come through the Geico garage, this is the entrance from the Geico garage into the Amway Center. We'll have all our people there. You'll go through there. You'll walk. It's going to be a little bit of a walk, but you'll get the escalator, and that'll take you to the promenade level. And when you get up there, that's where the job fair begins. You can also enter the job fair from Church Street, and this is Street right out in the main atrium area. So just you line up out there and so forth. You'll see the OrlandoJobs.com Hummer out there. Just make sure this is a major deal, but this is the Amway Center, and you cannot bring in any sort of backpacks, bottles, laptops, things like that. Just be very aware of that, because if you do bring it, they won't allow you in. You can certainly go put it back in your car, and we're going to try to make sure that there's some signs around that can help you with that as well. The Amway does not serve any food or beverages at this event, and the job fair, our companies and so forth do not feed people or have drinks and things like that for them. We have no idea how that would take us, because the gross revenue from this event goes to scholarships at colleges that the employers pay. It's free. Everything's free for job seekers and so forth. But we do want to know that there's water fountains throughout the Amway and so forth. And if you're hungry, just bring something you can munch on. So that's kind of some of the housekeeping things. And again, if you have any questions, I'll give you some contact information at the end that you can give us a call and talk to us about and ask us anything you want. All right. I'm very excited about free headshots. OrlandoJobs.com, we have decided that we think it's so important and critical that you have a nice headshot on your LinkedIn profile especially, or just for your own use for any of your other social profiles. We're going to provide that to you at absolutely zero charge. And you will not only get a high-quality file that you can download to your computer and so forth, but it's going to be taken by a professional photographer, and the resolution, and that's where a lot of things are made and not made in the photography world, but the resolution of these things will be super high quality, so you'll actually be able to do things, blow them up and things like that. Take advantage, dress nicely, take advantage of the headshot. We have some of the most important piece of the job fair, the Career Expo, and all the sessions are free, and they're by outstanding experts in the career field. So you have to plan your day around them. There's a schedule on our websites, and I'll give you all that information later. There are the schedules also on your tickets and things like that. But if anything, please go and visit some of these things. To give you an idea, from 11 to 11:30, and that's when you're first getting into the job fair. If your questions, come on in. We're going to talk about approach an employer. What if an employer tells you, "Hey, go and apply online"? You know, you want to go get out with them, and they just say, "Go apply online." What do you do at that point? We have a lot of different things. At 11:40, is going to do a outstanding presentation on the 3 things that you have to do today to get noticed by employers. And we're going to talk about that cover letter. We're going to talk about that LinkedIn profile and the different ways that you can get known by these employers. It's really important. So if you can, catch her session. At 3:05, Lisa Maley, who is a 5-time presenter and one of well-known celebrity here in the Orlando area, does the powerful session at the event, viewing side of things, as well as presenting yourself, is the soft skills. This is the presentation piece that so many people miss out on. I've interviewed a lot of people this year, and I'm still amazed that people don't understand the way they look, the way they act, the way their posture is, the way they smile, the way they shake hands. All the types of things are so important in the interview process. Lisa is an expert, and you must see this if you are serious about and really struggling in the job world. From 2 to 2:40, we're going to have a networking, interviewing real information you need, meaningful connections by Nate Shannon. It's awesome about that. Nate is signed the human resource guy, but you can just ask him anything. He's basically going to tell you, hey, this is why you don't get the job, but this is what you can do about it. An extremely powerful thing. And then 2:40 to close, we're going to talk about questions that you have. So you can ask the career experts anything. I'll be there to take some of those, Michelle Beatty and Nate as well. So career education is key, especially if you're struggling for a job. These are some of the best speakers you'll ever see. And I know that because I've been around a long time to see a lot of this stuff. All right. So here's some real job fair tips. First of all, research the companies that are attending. At orlandojobs.com/job fair, you'll get a list of all the companies that are coming to this event. I buy these companies, look them over, and see what types of jobs they're looking for. The best way to do that is to go directly to their website. So if you see a company like Four Seasons is coming to this event, or the United States Tennis Association, go to their corporate website, go get Careers tab, and see what jobs that they have. You'd be amazed at how many jobs are out there that you would know they're at those companies. For instance, do not think type of companies, the jobs that companies have. For example, Universal has account jobs. Florida Hospital has admin jobs. Florida Hospital may have a graphic design job. Because they're in healthcare doesn't mean they don't have a job in what you do. Culinary jobs. Side yourself. A lot of companies have jobs that you can do, but you may avoid them because you're going to say, hey, they only do healthcare, or, oh, they're the theme park. It's just not the case. Once you find the jobs you're interested in, write down the company and the job that you're interested in, and then map out company will be located at the job fair. We'll have a master schedule for you. It's a numbered schedule of 1 through 110, and it just goes in one big circle. 1 starts as you get up the escalator, and 110 is at the end, and all the tables will be labeled. So that's how you'll get around there. when you approach these recruiters, and this is where a lot of people make mistakes, they don't know how to approach. If you're dressed well and you look good and you have confidence and you smile, you give them a firm handshake, you give them your resume, and you let them know what position you're interested in. In some research, I noticed that you had a graphic designer position open. I'd like to talk to you about that. If you start the conversation that way, you're going to be very successful at this job fair. If you start the conversation, I'm just looking for a position, or what do you have open, that complete turnoff to the recruiters. And you should know that, because while they're friendly to you, you're going to get to the next stage. The recruiters, and I can't speak for all of them, but so many of them, what they do at job fairs is they come because they get a chance to size you up. And they're not sizing up for what you look like. They're sizing up how you dress, communicate, some of the sets that you have, but just your overall enthusiasm for what they have to offer you. And that's where a lot of job seekers miss the boat, because they don't do enough research, so they have the confidence to be able to go and say, hey, I heard about this job that you guys have open, what I do, and I'd love to work for you guys. Walk up, it should sound like this. How are you? I research your company, learn that you're looking for a customer service manager. And that's what I've done the last 4 years, and I'd be very interested in learning about this job and your hiring process. It's a great way to introduce yourself to a company. They may ask you a little bit about yourself, and hopefully will give you that opportunity, and you can talk a lot about some of the skill sets that you have that are just relevant to the job. That's why you have to do the research. You don't want to talk about the skills that the job doesn't require. You want to talk about the skill sets that the job requires. If your resume, they get excited about you, make sure you get their business card. That's the only way you're going to get back to them, and it's a great way to do that. You have to let them know, too, before you leave them, that you are interested in working for their company. And they like that. Enthusiasm here is everything, and it is the truth. A lot of times, and I know this is the frustrating point, is you'll go online and they'll say, well, or you'll go to and meet them in person. They'll say, well, go on the application, fill it out online. Well, that's fine. The problem with that is that's like a waste of time. Well, make sure you grab their card. But also say this: I will do that ASAP. But with the force of customer service, can you tell me how that would into your company? Is this a good job for someone with my background? An excellent response to that, as long as you know what they're looking for. The online piece, too, we will have 12 computers, career from Source there, that you can go and immediately fill out that online application, and then you can get back and see those individuals again and say, I just applied online. Extremely important. Extremely important. You control a lot of the things before you even walk into the Amway Center. Insurance, and we've talked about that. Dress great. Your resume with clearly defined skill sets. Take a look at your resume. If I look at the top half of your resume, will I be able to tell what you do and what skills you have? If not, it's going to be hard for a recruiter to do that. So kind of take a look at that. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email or call us. Contact information at the end, but we're here to help you. There's absolutely no charge for any of this stuff. Your enthusiasm, confidence, you bring that with you. You don't, most of the time getting jobs is just that. Especially for training, without a lot of experience, are looking for training positions. That's a good way to do that. And have a plan to meet with the companies with jobs you can get. Having 1 through 3 as well. So the plan: research the companies, identify the companies that you want to go visit with that have that plan together, and then use 1 through 3, the professional appearance, resume, and enthusiasm to go get the job. All right. Employees hire you. So avoid these mistakes. They're not here because they don't have jobs. They don't have time for that. They have a lot of jobs. So you can get these jobs. But avoid some of these things like, I'm looking for anything. What kind of jobs you have? If you say that, it'll get some companies, but it usually won't. They're really looking for individuals that are fits, that have, either the skill sets or the enthusiasm to be trained. Listening. Job seekers, you just talk too much. Listen to some good questions, but listen to what they have to say. If you get them to talk more than you, that means they're somewhat interested. They're selling you then. If they're using one-word answers, well, then they're not that interested. You have to create that interest with them, but by listening to what they have to say, and as hard as it is sometimes, because you're so excited because you've been not having the opportunity to talk to people, you got to really use that professionally and be careful of it. And then follow up. Follow-up is non-existent. If you talk to somebody, as soon as you're done talking to them and it's a pitch you like, you get their business card, make sure that you note it, that this is what we talked about. This is how exciting it was because he told me this, she told me that, and write it down so when you do the follow-up, hey, we talked about this, this, and this. Love to work for your company. Thank you so much. Please just keep me aware of next steps in your hiring process. I can be very honest with you. So many people do not follow up after a interview. And believe it or not, when you get a live recruiter, even if it's for 2 minutes, that interview, it's the most important part of the interview, quite honestly. And that follow-up is going to be good. And most people don't follow up, and I have no idea why. All right, some final thoughts. It's hard since when you go online, you apply. A lot of times you don't hear anything back from the employer. This is why we do this job search each year, or job fair each year. It is huge. The best tip I can give you is to search these companies. Identify jobs that you think you're qualified to do. When you meet these people, you have 3 real-life examples of your work in your mind to demonstrate the skill set that job requires. Instead of, yeah, I can do that. Yes, I have 3 years of project management experience dealing with SA 400. I don't even know, I'm just making stuff up. But if more specific you can be about your success at previous jobs, the better it will be for the organization. And I think, or for the organization, but the better it will be for you and your chances of getting that job. If you're sure if you're qualified for the job, and a lot of times that's okay. But you are, ask. Your customer service management experience would work for that particular position. That XYZ, that's what that is. What experience do you have, and would it work? Would it transfer to that position? And then say a thing. Let them talk to you. That's what you're trying to do. Live people. People want to hire people. And we just to get you guys together and communicate. And a lot of that communication begins with a lot of the things we've talked about today. Try to talk in that company's lingo. Sometimes these job titles or what you do is called something different in another company. If you do your research and you can identify that, that's a really good thing. Because just because it's called an account manager at one place, it's a customer service manager at another. It's more about the skill sets and line up those skill sets. That's why job titles, a lot of you that do job searches by job titles sometimes miss out on some of the best jobs because it's called something else at another company. So I just always want you to be aware of that kind of stuff. So anyway, any final thoughts for a great day, and hopefully you'll hesitate to reach out to us with any questions you have too. But the event hashtag is Fair Orlando, so use that in your Twitter and all that other stuff if you're going to tweet for us. At Orlando Jobs on Facebook, and Twitter is at Orlando Jobs. All event information is orlandojobs.com/job fair, and you'll find the list of companies. I try to get everything updated by tonight on all the companies that will be there and any other information. Remember, we have the free headshots. We have the career sessions. We have the job fair itself with over 100 employers. And we also, are so thankful that we partner with Florida Citrus Sports. We're partnering with CareerSource. We're partnering with Hilton Grand Vacation Clubs to bring you in a tremendous day, so it doesn't cost you a dime. And we're very, very, very excited about that. So if you have any questions, go ahead and email me directly. There's my email, roger@orlandojobs, or give us a call, 407-645-4224. We are very excited about having you at the job fair this Friday, November 18th, from 11 to 3 at the Amway Center. Even more so, I'm more interested in making sure that you get the job that you want, not just a job. And it takes research, it takes your enthusiasm, and really understanding that take this group of employers together with so many jobs out there. There's a lot of work that has to go into it so you can be as productive as you possibly can. So don't hesitate to reach out. Again, my name is Roger Lear. I'm the president of Orlando Jobs. Thank you so much for listening to me, and hopefully this has been a very big help for you. Have a fantastic day.